felt like he was sent as a distraction, so I wouldn't see what was going on. It had become a point in time where she disappeared for like not tell me she's walked off or leave me with these people that I don't really know for real. Even saying, for all I know, you could be somewhere in the bathroom passed out about to lose your life. I done made up this big ass elaborate lie for a bitch that couldn't even be honest for me. So my regular, I'm talking. What's up, family? It's your big sis T Renee, and I am back today with another story. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hey, I'm hoping that one day you find something on this platform that resonates with you and make you want to come back and subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy today's video. I know y'all are here for a story time, and that's exactly what I'm going to give you. But before we get to that, go ahead, drop down below in the comment section, leave a hey girl, hey, what's up big sis? As in always, comments are welcome and greatly appreciated. Just make sure y'all keep them respectful. As y'all have seen the title, you have some idea of what the story is going to be about. So family, let's get to that story. Okay, so this story took place around my late 20s. And at this point in my life, I believe I'm feeling like I'm not really feeling the club scene anymore. And this is coming from somebody that partied 7 days a week at some point in her time. At some point in time in her life. When there was something going on, I wanted to be there. It don't matter which one of my homegirls called me. If I had the time and I felt like it, I definitely was going to go. And I'm sure I felt like it. Especially when it was going to be a place where one of the guys that I talked to would probably be, and I wanted to just, you know, be seen, you know. Kind of be nosy, I guess. I don't know. I used to hang out pretty much. And I don't think it was so much that I was just over it because it was, I'm too grown or it was boring. It's just that I really was on some other stuff. Like, at this point in my life, I was really getting serious about buckling down, making some money for real. Because I was queen of, I don't want to be here for real and y'all pissing me off and I want to go party and you trying to let me off. I'm going to quit this job and get me a job the next day type shit. Like, I really was on that type of time. And yeah, it really was like that. And during these times, I mean, even if you had a degree, jobs weren't really so keen on giving you work and real money because they feel like you have no experience that they want you to have, which is insane. Like, how can people obtain this experience if you're not going to give them jobs? A lot of times, though, newly fresh people coming in, those young people, those young folks' minds and ideas is what you probably need to help make things jump. Like, you know, people don't look at it like that. Sometimes something new can be refreshing. But anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into that. Point was, I was just kind of getting over hanging out, and I was trying to take my relationships more serious at this time. And was I in a relationship at this time, or was I just talking? I don't really know. It's important, but it ain't important because, yeah, if you're not, my thing is this: if you don't approach me and ask me for us to be seriously committed, then we're not going to be that. And I always say you need to date openly and wait till the right person is ready to pour into y'all relationship for real, full throttle, because you're not married to this person and you need to be open to the time comes for that right person to come into your life and just, like I said, go all in, make you the one. So yes, never put all your eggs in one basket, what I say. But anyway, so yeah, I'm sure I probably was talking to somebody and probably dating. I don't really know. I can't remember, y'all. Don't really matter. I'm going to talk to who I want to talk to. And with that being said, my homegirl, which I'm going to call her Jada, she was one of my college girl friends. And they say people you meet in college, y'all are friends for years. Y'all remain friends for a lifetime. And I can say that may be true because the people that I'm cool with to this day, whether I hang with them and do things with them or not, you know, we still communicate. We still check up on one another. These are people that I met in college. People I know from high school and all that. I don't even talk to half. I don't even know half of the people, what they got going on. I honestly don't really care to. Even though I was considered one of the popular people in high school, it's just that people came out fake as hell. We was young and they felt fake then. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Just, I'm not going to pretend to feel a way and I don't. And I just really feel like we didn't really grow up together as adults, so no, we're not gonna relate. But even when I do see people from back during those times, I speak, they speak, but it's just that. But these are people that I grew up with in college. We formed bonds. We went through life experiences with, and I think that's why it be like that, because y'all went through some of the similar things. You know, y'all get what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I guess y'all have a certain type of mindset and y'all have the same type of goals in life. I'm not saying that people that didn't go to college with me don't have that same mindset and goals, but I think the bonds just be different because y'all went to the same type of schooling. I don't know. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'm going too far off the deep end. Anyway, Jada invites me to come party with her at some club in our city. Of course, it had been open for a little minute. But I'm thinking somebody was having like this big bash there, but it was open to everybody. I don't think this person was like no famous person or nothing like that, even though I believe at this particular club they had famous people there every week. But this person might have been hood popular or something like that. Don't really matter. She invited me there and she was introducing me to her boo at the time. We're going to call him Ted. We're going to call him Ted. And Ted had some of his homeboys with him, but he had this one friend that I was supposed to be hooking up with. We're going to call him Mark. Mark, good looking, smell good, educated. Mark had a lot going for himself for real. Like, he was in, like, the med programs. It's like, yeah, he was in medical programs and shit, medical school. So, he actually was in medical school, I believe. You know, he was a little old. He was, like, a little up there. He was a little established or whatever. But just because you got all that going on don't mean you a good person. Not saying Mark ain't a good person, but Mark definitely he was infatuated with me right off the bat. He was damn near fangirling me. Is that how that goes? Y'all get what I'm saying? He was acting like a real fan for real. Like, he was happy to see me. Mind you, we have been seeing me on her social media because we have been posting in pictures and shit together hanging out. And so that's how they came about. Mark was asking about me because me and her she had recently posted something that me and her had did, and Ted was like, oh, you bringing some girls, you bringing one of your homegirls along, is it that girl? So he was hoping that it was me. And like I said, I had been in a lot of her photos and he was just wanted to be me because I was supposed to have met them some other time ago. They swore up and down that we all went to the same university. Well, not Mark. Mark went to... He was in the same city, but he was at he was at the medical school. And like I said, they all know each other from the city because we are from the same hometown, but he was still pretty close. And in this city, they had parties all the time for the college students. And it's a big college town, like, and surrounding, there's a lot of colleges, so it's very possible, you know, they may have met there. But then again, they probably do know each other from the hometown. But it don't really matter. They always cool. And she swore it down that Ted and his homies went to the same university. I do remember seeing one of the guys. I do remember seeing him around the campus, whatever. But I don't remember. It don't really matter, you know. Yeah. Again, like they say, people you meet in college are people you have around for a long time. And to this day, I think those people are still really cool. You know, I don't know. I don't be on social media. I got an Instagram, but it don't really be shit on there, baby. The folks don't fuck with me on there. They fuck with me on TikTok. And that's how this story came about. Because Mark definitely popped up in my For You page, whatever. He liked up some of my stuff. I recently had like a couple like a carousel of photos. I guess go semi-viral or whatever. It's like probably, yeah, it's almost 100,000 views on that video, I believe. It don't really matter. I guess that's still viral, right? I don't know, y'all. I don't know the lingo. My point was that you ain't got a lot of views. I've been getting a lot of followers behind all that. So yeah, he definitely was one of those people that popped up on there. Matter of fact, I think I had already seen him in there. Mark's number is not in my phone, and I'm saying this to say I must have been still in his contact somehow. So that means you got a lot of people still in your phone or somehow connected in your device. I know I've had my number a long time. I don't even know if his number's still the same, but I definitely pop up somehow because he followed me or whatever. And he followed me actually before this video supposedly went viral. But I noticed he started liking up a whole bunch of my stuff. So that means he probably was going down looking at all my photos. And this is so funny because this time that I first met him at the club this night, he was asking me, can I see some photos that you ain't got on social media? But at this time, I definitely had Facebook and all that. And he was seeing all the photos I had on there. He was asking for it right away, but he definitely started asking for it as the night progressed, because maybe he felt like he wasn't going to see me again. I don't know. I did give him my number, but maybe he just knew I wasn't going to be fucking with him like that, because I don't know, maybe my face read one way, but I was being nice to him and he was being really nice. He definitely was into me. And I think he was really good looking, but that don't mean shit to me. Good looks don't mean nothing. Like, what about everything else? And I'm definitely on my picky ass shit at this time when it comes to men, because I'm trying to take them a little more serious. So I'm definitely reading your ass. And I'm definitely doing background checks on dudes at this time. I was doing background checks on dudes early. In my 20s, definitely. Might be stalkerish to you, don't fucking matter. I need to know who I'm dealing with for real. So yes, y'all, the night going on, you know, everybody cool. It was some other chicks there too. It was a lot of us in this section. Like I said, it was Mark, Ted, and about 4 other guys with them. It was some cool, cute ass chicks, you know. I'm not gonna say I'm a super friendly ass girl, but when chicks like me and when chicks talking to me, being super nice to me, telling me I'm pretty, you know, I'm cool, I'm open. I'm like, okay, you pretty too, girl, you know. I guess I'm a girls when the energy is right, pretty much, you know. They was cool, but again, they all knew each other. I didn't really know anybody, so I pretty much just, you know, at this point, know Ted, know who Mark is. You know, I don't really know nobody for real. The only person I really know is Jada, and Jada is definitely not all up in my face. Of course, she all up in Ted's face talking to her boo. And one thing about it, y'all, I don't like females that give off their men boy crazy, because Jada's definitely that. But I didn't know how extreme she was. She wasn't showing me all this shit after this night, y'all. And even to this day, I feel like at our big age, she still pretty much give that, because I don't even think she's in a serious relationship with anybody. Definitely was for a long time, because she got kids with the guy. They was actually engaged, but that never happened or whatever. You know, that's her story to tell. But definitely was crazy as hell. Became a bird brain chick when it came to men, and I don't like that. And I feel like a lot of times when women get like that, they would throw you under the bus. They would dog you like they don't even know you for these dudes to impress them. And she definitely was one of those type of chicks at this time, but I didn't know to how extreme. And I'm saying this to say, she ain't really paying me no man, not being super cool. She not acting like my homegirl for real. Saying little slick stuff because she noticed the guys was kind of jocking. And I feel like a lot of times that's why women stop inviting certain women around. You're a good looking woman, you seem like you got a lot going, or if you seem like you got way more going for yourself than them, or if too many people give you attention, you're not the friend that they want to come to certain stuff no more. Like I said, I feel like we cool, but I also feel like she stopped inviting me to stuff for certain reasons. I've never been a judgmental person. Matter of fact, rooting you on for certain things, so I don't understand why she was trying to hide certain things from me. Maybe because she felt like I was gonna try to talk her out of it. Because again, y'all, mind you, I am trying to be on my mature woman ass shit. Maybe she felt like I wasn't being that good, that fun friend no more. It's just that certain things I didn't want to be a part of, because at this point in my life, I am trying to have a certain image about myself, not an image to where it's pleasing to other people, but it's just a moral compass. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do a whole bunch of things that I used to do no more. And I definitely wasn't trying to go run off for no damn let my movie too fast. Anyway, so yes, y'all, like I said, a party going on, whatever. It had become a point in time where she disappeared for like over a fucking hour. And I had been noticing, but I was trying to be cool. We in the club. She couldn't really, I'm like, she ain't going nowhere. Because for one, all his home is still here. And yeah, she disappeared. Mark wasn't around, but everybody else was still in the section. Of course, some of the guys that I really know for real, it was other people that was coming up in there that they was cool with. They was in and out. They was in and out other sections and shit too. So I don't think they really had one. They were just in and out talking to people. Mind you, a lot of people here, they kind of know each other. I did see some people that I know outside of this situation at this club this particular night, but I went all up in their space, you know, talking to them like that. So I'm like, again, why would she walk off and not tell me she's walked off, or leave me with these people that I don't really know for real? Even though she claimed we all was at the same university, and I do remember the one guy, but I do not know these people. Why would you walk off and not tell me you walking off, number one? I'm not afraid being nowhere about myself. It's just the fact that you didn't tell me that you walked off. You were finna go do X, Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? For all I know, you can be somewhere in the bathroom passed out about to lose your life. I don't know. Like, I need to know that, hey, I'm finna go X, Y, Z. Even if you was finna go walk off and go freak on Ted, you could have told me as your homegirl, hey, I'm finna go fuck around. Something. Because one, I drove, we came together, number one. Number two, you know what I'm saying? Number one, we came together. And secondly, I drove. When I'm ready to go, I'm going to be ready to go. And I need to make sure that you're going to be cool with that if you're not ready to go and your boy got you and take you. But again, like I said, had been gone for over an hour. Eventually, I'm like, Ted, damn, did you see, Ted, Mark, did you see when they leave? You know, making the guys like, did y'all see them walk off? Like, where did they go? Are they together type shit? And no long 5 minutes after I asked that question, I see Mark and he's standing over at the section talking to some of their homeboys that, you know, was coming up there. I do not see her. I'm like, damn. And so I'm like, I walk over there, I get up and I walk to Mark like, damn, where's Jada? Like, where did she go? He's like, oh, she went to the bathroom, she wasn't feeling good, so that's where we were. I'm like, yeah, okay. So, you know, I'm trying to be cool because he like, oh yeah, she been over there. I've been trying to make sure she good, whatever. We stepped outside to get some fresh air type shit. He was telling me all this because they had a section in the back that you can go sit back there. Again, I'm feeling some type of way because she ain't told me nothing. I'm like, damn, why didn't she just tell me she wasn't feeling well? She could have told me, hey, I'm finna go with him. I'm not feeling so hot. I'm gonna get some fresh air. I'm your homegirl that you came here with. You know what I'm saying? Number one, I'm your homegirl. Like, damn, you could tell me. What's up? Like, why did you feel like you couldn't tell me that that's what you was doing? Because maybe that ain't what that was. And I used to hear stories about at this particular club, they got VIP sections, and if you cool with the people there, you can go do your thing. And, you know, I did hear that that's possible that happened that particular night from, you know, some people that's in that inner circle of friends. Definitely because, you know, I still was cool with the chicks that I met this night that was there in the same section with us. And I used to just hear some shit. But anyway, so yeah, again, 30 more minutes passed by. I still have not seen this girl pop up. And at this point, I'm like, what's really going on? I had been texting and calling her. She hadn't been replying. I was, like I said, I waited 30 more minutes to make sure she was good. Because I was ready to go at this point. And I've been ready to go. I was trying to be cool, but I didn't see her. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go. Oh yeah, and on top of that, Mark was nowhere to be found because I had started walking around trying to find her because I'm like, I'm ready to fucking go. I need to know that. I need to know if you're ready to go, if you're gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just walk off. And you know, this is the guy she had been talking to, so I was cool with leaving her with him, even though I really wasn't. But I would have been open to it because this is her dude she's talking to. I know this is who she's talking to. You know. Like I said, even though she's supposed to be formally introducing us to the state, I mean, I don't know. I had already met him, honestly, but I was meeting the friends that night. I had already met her little dude. But again, like, he wasn't around. A couple other guys that came with them wasn't around. It was still me and Mark. I don't think I was calling her dude Mark, right? His name Ted. He's Ted. Ted wasn't around, and a couple of the guys that... Was it 2 or 1? It was one or two of the guys that came with them wasn't around. It was still some of the chicks and some other people, guys that they homies in the section, and me and Mark was still in the section talking or whatever. And I'm like, you know what? I'm finna go. She ain't calling me. She ain't responding to me. I'm ready to go. I'm hoping she good. I'm like, I know this Mark ain't here too. They gone. And he's like, yeah, them folks done dipped off. I'm like, damn, why you ain't tell me that they was finna leave? He said, shit, they ain't told me either. He just texted me and like, hey, we rolling out. We gotta go. We gotta go. I'm like, where'd they go? I was like, they gone to the house. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, maybe I said, well, whatever. She'll hit me up tomorrow, or I'll call her and try to see if she okay. Y'all, I mean, what else could I have done? I mean, I wasn't going to just sit there all night in the hopes of her coming back. And she definitely wasn't going to be coming back. Because, y'all, how about the next morning, I get up, I'm reaching out to her, no reply. So, at this point, I'm kind of panicking. Because I'm like, hell no, man. It's almost 20, going on a whole day. Because it's the afternoon. It's probably 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, you know what? I need to call her folks. I'm passed out sick, and I had been asleep for a long time because I had been drinking, and so I was just sleeping, you know. I'm like, hey, I tried to give her some time or whatever, and I'm just waking up, and I'm realizing that I still have not heard from her. I have been texting and calling her. I ain't heard from her. They was like, oh yeah, she called us around about 9 or 10. It was like she had to run to Georgia with Ted. Y'all, how about this bitch left me in the club and then not tell me is in a whole nother damn state or on her way to a whole other state? Mind you, we in Tennessee. Georgia's really not that far from us. So they very well could have been in Georgia at this point, I'm sure. So you mean to tell me you just up and went out of town with this dude and whoever else with nothing, with just you and the clothes on your back and whatever money you got on you with these men. Even though this is who she's talking to. But again, you don't know what somebody's mindset can really be like when they get you by yourself for real. So yes, the bitch left me in the club in the middle of the night with nobody that I know. Early in the morning. Because it's 2 and 3 o'clock at this point in time. The club's still jumping though. And you went on to Georgia overnight, bitch. They ain't went nowhere with no sleep. They probably left that night. And I don't even know if it was Mark them. It could have been anybody that probably was driving. And it definitely was some other people that was with them because I did find it out. And how I found it out was that acquaintance of me and hers who I do, you know, who went to the same university as us. I ended up talking to her that same day. Because she reached out to me and was like, let me tell you what your girl did. You know, like I said, we all see her cool. Turns out that Jada was supposed to meet up with her that morning, that afternoon or whatever, to help set up for something she was having in her house, like party for her baby or whatever, the girl. The girl don't need no name. And she was telling me that, found out that Jada done went up here in Georgia with these dudes and supposed to be going on a money run. Basically, Jada was shaking ass, selling ass for money. And I knew that Jada used to go do certain stuff. You know, that's cool. I'm not a judgment of friend, baby. Live your life. Make your money. Jada also has a college degree, but that don't mean nothing. You know, if you're making money, lots of money doing something else, then baby, do what you do that you feel like you need to do. And then Jada, young, no kids, this is the time to do those things when you're young and have no ties to anything. You know what I'm saying? But yes, she definitely was going down there. And she ain't just down there shaking ass and making money in the clubs because, you know, she often would go do that. She would go do amateur night in certain places and go make money real quick. You know, she did stuff like that. She didn't always just strip in the city. She didn't really strip in our city for real, but she definitely used to go to these other places and make money. So I'm knowing her to do this, but damn, you could have told me, you could have gave me a heads up. And I'm saying this to say because her folks definitely thought I was with her. They was like, dang, so you're not with, it was like, hold up, so you're not with her? I know this kind of like all over the place because, like I said, I just had to tell y'all about what I found out she was really going to do. And her homegirl told me, well, our mutual friend told me what she was going to do. And she only found out, the mutual friend only found out what she was really doing because one of the guys that's Ted's friend told her what was going on because she talks to him. He didn't go to Georgia with them, but of course he was telling her everything because that's the type of relationship they had. So he done told her, he just spilled the tea to her. She ain't told none of us. My thing is, she should have gave me a heads up on her plan or something, somewhat of her plan, so I could have vouched for her with her folks. You know what I'm saying? I ended up making them lie real quick, like, yeah, I couldn't go. Like, they needed to go for whatever, for that, but I couldn't. I had too much to do. I couldn't just up and leave like that. I said, but one of our other friends, some of them girls, they're definitely with them, whatever. I done made up this big ass elaborate lie for a bitch that couldn't even be honest for me. So I done pretty much sit up here and made this big ass elaborate lie up for a bitch that couldn't even be honest with me. So I'm definitely feeling some type of way. Y'all think this is nothing cut out on me. These mics be pissing me off. Y'all, my volume might be up and down because my mic cut off and I didn't even realize it. I'm trying to get used to wearing this mic when I'm talking on these cameras, you know. So yeah, it may be some instances when I ain't got it on, but I feel like it does make the sound way better. Anyway, y'all understand the purpose of the mic. But yes, y'all, I really felt some type of way. Like, the girl did not give me a heads up. Like, damn, I thought we was better than that type shit. Like, I'm your ace. I'm your girl. I really was in my feelings. And it wasn't so much she left me in the club by myself. It's the fact that you feel like I wasn't worthy of you telling me your plan. And the only reason, like I said, the only reason why our mutual knew because of her dude. But yes, y'all, and I still was lying for this bitch. My thing is, damn, I feel like she used the club as a reason for her to be able to leave without me really noticing it, thinking I'm gonna be real messed up, or thinking I'm gonna be so tied up in Mark. No, baby, I am not a male attention seeking chick. I'm not being crazy. Like, I don't need a dude to be in my space that bad. But I guess she knew how much Ted really liked me Like I told y'all, she claimed that we all went to the same university or whatever, and he used to see me, but he didn't want to approach me because I was, you know, talking to other people or was always with a group of people. And in college, yeah, you probably say that. I was always with certain groups of people. You know, we had a nice little clique of people that I would be with. Like, it was us. Like, I was with the same people hanging out, but again, he probably want to approach them dudes. Hell no, not them dudes. And he probably, I don't know, you a coward. I don't want no coward dude no way. Like I said, he was just getting too infatuated with me, too obsessed with me type shit already. So definitely not. He was nice as hell though, but I felt like he was sent as a distraction. So I wouldn't see what was going on. Yes, y'all, I'm thinking that deep because what the hell? If she was willing to do all of this, that definitely was the plan because I didn't see you walk the hell off. But anyway, y'all, I'm not going to drag it. I always say that, but I'm so serious. Like, I could say so much more in these stories, but why? That just gives me a reason to give y'all some more tea another time. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to stop this video right here. Y'all go ahead and drop down below in the comment section. Let's chat. All comments are welcome. Maybe we can talk about some stuff you've gone through that's similar. Have you been dissed by your homies to go shake some ass? Who knows? People do all kinds of things these days, and I'm not here to judge, but baby, I need to be informed. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm thinking your ass missing because I definitely was also filed a missing police report, a missing persons police report. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all, go ahead and drop down below in the comment section, y'all. Let's chat. Keep it respectful, y'all. Always keep it respectful. And I'll see y'all, family, in my next video. Bye.